guys, welcome to my channel. So finally I'm sitting down and I'm gonna film the chickenpox series for you guys. I'm sorry for the noise, but it is what it is. So in this series I'm gonna film everything. I'm gonna tell you everything from start to the end, how it all happened, what I applied, what didn't work for me, what worked for me, what DIYs I used, what treatments I went to, what diet, what exercise, literally everything you're gonna find in this series. So this particular video is all about how it all started, what mistakes I did that you shouldn't be doing, because I definitely did a lot of different things that I shouldn't do, and I'm just kind of like unlucky in that aspect, to be honest, because if something has happened to someone to 100%, that similar thing happened to me 100 into 1000, and the situation just kind of turns very difficult for me all the time. But without blabbering, I'm gonna start with the video. So if you guys don't know me, I've done like a skin transformation video on my channel in the short form, where I just showed my journey, and I'm gonna literally show every single thing. I'm gonna post like attach the pictures and videos, because I literally take them every single day. So yeah, let's get started. So this actually has been very emotional journey for me, and it was really difficult for me to literally sit and just talk about it journey, because I don't know, it just takes me down to that that zone where I was very depressed and very emotional. I literally used to cry to sleep, not one day, not 2 days, but literally for months and months and months. So exactly today, I think it's been 2 years. I got this on 20th of May 2020. I couldn't even forget this date. It was that disastrous in my life. So alright, so when I got this, I was 24 years old. And I think you are so lucky if you get this thing in the childhood, because you'll get here and there, and that would heal up very easily, because your collagen level in your skin is very high when you're a child. You might just get permanent scar 1 or 2, but if you're getting in adulthood, I'm telling you, this is the worst thing ever. So one fine day I just woke up, and once I woke up, I woke up and I was like, I got like a itch over here, like literally away, and I still have that thing. I don't know if it's been visible, it's a white thing, and I clicked a picture and I really got worried, literally, because I never had anything on my body. I never had a single pimple, nothing at all, and I was like, okay, I was like, chalo koi baat nahi, hoga kuch na kuch. But then I went for brushing my teeth, and I got itch here, like on my shoulder, on my back, and I saw this similar kind of thing. I'm gonna attach the picture if I found that. And at that point, I knew something was definitely off, because this was not normal. This was not normal. My body is not like that. My body was literally very clear, and in 24 years, I never had anything. So and you know, 2020 was the time of that pandemic and COVID time, and the first thought was like, I got the COVID, and I saw the symptoms on Google, your favorite Google, and it has the rashes, the same thing as the symptom of COVID, and I was like, why I am having COVID? Because I literally never stepped out of my house, and I literally got worried on that part. Yeah, so I was like, man, shit, I was finally enjoying this lockdown. In the earlier days, I was really frustrated, but then I started enjoying it. We were cooking and all of that, but let it be. So I was like, okay, I have to tell my mother, and I called her, and I just show her like I got these things, and literally she took 1 second and she declared that I have a chickenpox. And I swear I didn't even know what the chickenpox were. In India we call this like mata nikal gayi hai, but I didn't know anything about it, like zero clue about that. The only thing I knew in this, jab ye mata nikalti hai, like the chickenpox, you have to sit in a dark room. But except this fact, I had no clue. I didn't knew it was a skin issue. I didn't knew that my full body is gonna get covered in blisters. But on the top of that, I was like, all fine. I was into that good happy zone where nothing has happened to me ever in my life, and I was like, okay, we'll deal with it, whatever it is. But then my mother starts crying, and at that point I knew something was gonna happen big. But again, I was like all good and all. And why I said I was unlucky and why my situation is the worst when things happen with the people is because at that point, and I got it at 20th of May 2020. So at that point, the cases were less of the COVID, but the situation and the precautions were high, So I went to the doormat, and that was the right decision for me, but they didn't took me in. And they said that we are not attending any patients and we are not letting anyone in. And if you're having fever, then definitely not. So but we thought, I didn't do anything. I was like, okay, let it be. So then I went to like a family doctor. He has like a very small clinic over here, and he just told that he asked me a few questions, and did you have any vaccination of the chickenpox in the childhood? I was like, yeah, I did have all the courses. So he declared me that I had chickenpox, and then he was very casual about it, and he said that it's gonna be for like a week, and you'll have the fever, you'll take this, and it's nothing, and you're good to go. And I was like, fine, let it be. Already we were in the pandemic, and I was like chill. I was like, okay, let it be. And I was not worried. As I told you, I didn't do anything about it. So that thing happened, and I come back home, and I just sat and I started like looking for chickenpox. What is it? What it is? And what is that? But literally after 2 to 3 hours, the situation started to bloom. It bloomed. So I got the fever from 100, 101 to 100, 104. And if you know 104 fever for straight 7 days, it was so tiring, and all of that bad words you can take in. My body had it all. It was at its weakest point. So I was on the bed 7 days straight, fever. It was 104. I used to take medicines for 3 times. It was an anti-fever and anti-itch medication that the doctor gave me, as I told you. So I'll tell you the mistake that I did. Not the mistake, I think I was unlucky at that point that the doormat was not attending any of that. I got the chickenpox at that point where the things were happening. So the number one thing that you have to do if you had a chickenpox, if you figured out, you have to go to the dermatologist the first day. The first day is crucial. He might give you some of the things that I didn't got the benefit from, but I was taking the fever and that thing. My fever used to come down from 104 to 101, and I used to feel so much better when I was at 101. I couldn't eat anything. I was literally on the liquid diet. I used to take 1 or 2 slices, not slices, what do you call that? I used to take 1 or 2 slices of chapati just to take the medicine, and otherwise I was eating fruit and juices because you know if you are in that fever, you won't be able to eat anything. You will just be all over the place. I was having headache, I was having all of that things, and I was on the bed, not able to do anything, and I was not allowed to see myself. I don't know why, but I was been sitting in the dark room, and I was not able to get up. I was so weak and so tired and so of all of those things. So yeah, that just thing happened, and literally I think on 6th or 7th day exactly, my fever got down to the normal, and I finally started to feel so much better about myself. I was able to get up, I was able to eat finally, I was feeling hungry, I was just doing all of the things. I started using my phone, and one more thing, I think you shouldn't really use your phone. My mom just told me that it will affect your eyes. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think I was not even able to do that for the first 7 days. I'll just put the pictures. It was painful all over the body, inside the body, outside it was itchy, it was painful and all of that stuff. But after 7 days I started feeling better in terms of internal health. I was like able to get up, I was feeling much better. But I didn't knew that it was just like a trial for my pain, and the real thing is gonna start up now. And after the 7 days, I started to itch so bad, so bad, so bad, that I was not able to sleep at night. I was so sleepy, but I was so scared of itching myself. And other thing that you shouldn't do, the first thing is to visit the dermatologist. That the mistake I did, that you shouldn't do. So the second thing is to not itch. If you itch that, if you remove that blister, I'm telling you, that thing is not gonna get recovered whatsoever. No matter what products you're gonna use, no matter what treatment you're gonna do, it's not gonna work out. So no matter, you can just take like a cotton thing, you can wrap your hand with it, you can wear a sock onto your hands, just do something. Cut your nails, first of all, cut your nails right away when you're having this. And the second is to not itch. I was so cautious even in my sleep that I just scratched one and I was awake and I was like, shit, I did that. But after that thing, I think that has nothing happened. And I was itching, like I was wearing a very loose t-shirt and I was doing this to just remove that itchiness. So you have to do something like that. If you're going to the dermatologist, I don't know what things they're gonna provide because I didn't went, but yeah, they might give you something better off. So that all happened. I started eating food and everything went well. And then one day I was clicking the pictures, I was seeing myself and I was crying. I was looking to my previous pictures and that was just giving me even more anxiety and more like what's gonna happen in the future. And then all of the things I was just like trying to handle, and automatically something very different happened to me. Definitely it's not gonna happen to you, but I had another problem, which was an eczema, and I'll tell you why I got that. The reason, the doctor I went to, the family doctor, he's not a dermatologist, he's like an all-in-one, you know what I'm talking about, like everything. You can go to him about hair, eyes, face, skin, lungs, heart, legs, and he has solutions for all the things. So his instructions were not clear. He didn't told me anything what to do and what not to do. And I think when you're gonna go to the dermatologist, I'm so focusing on that, on literally first, second days. If you're having this, go to dermatologist, please. So he didn't tell me anything like that, what not to do. So I was just so scared that if I'm gonna take a bath or anything like that, I will remove those blisters. So I didn't took that. I was just taking towel ride method. What do you call that? Where you dip the towel in the water and just squeeze that up and just wipe that off. I was doing that method, but I was not really focused on my face because I was so much concerned of my face. So what happened was, because of that unhygienic things that I was doing, I started building this dead skin cells and bacteria that it just started building up. And I literally have that on my nose, on my cheeks, on the forehead. And one fine day I was like, I scrubbed my upper lip and it got removed. I did it on my forehead, it got removed, and all of a sudden I started, okay, it's fine, it's a dead skin cells, I'm not washing off my face, that's why it happened. And I just scrubbed this part over here, and that got the worst thing. And that is the reason of all of eczema. Because of eczema I got the problem. If you just have chickenpox, I think you will get over it. But I'll just show you my close-up face. This is how my skin looks. So this, I got like the PIH, like the pigmentation over here, because I did the mistake. And then I had, if you cannot see, I had these 2 pits over here. So overall I got like 13 to 14 pits, like those gadde jisko hum kehte hain, I think atrophic scars, like gadde. And I just left with these 2. There is nothing onto my face whatsoever. But these 2 scars literally happened because it didn't got healed, just because I got eczema and it didn't dried. My scars couldn't my scar was not able to dry up. So that was the thing that was happened. Because, and of course everyone is not gonna have eczema, it was just me. I was unlucky and I got one after one problem, one after another, things were happening to me. So things were happening. I was like, it's okay. But exactly after a month of dealing with chickenpox and eczema, the 30 days, so finally the dermatologists were open, and I finally went to get the treatment done. And he just gave me some creams that I already have done a video on eczema. If you haven't watched, I'm gonna link into a description box below, in which within a week my eczema was cleared, and I was finally able to touch my face. I didn't have any makeup on right now except the lipstick. I forgot to mention that, just a lipstick, nothing on my face whatsoever, not even a moisturizer. Okay, so I was like finally able to touch my face. I was finally able to sleep, because with that eczema and chickenpox and this and that, everything got removed. I took a bath after 30 days. Ew. But yeah, I took a bath, the blisters were off. I was finally sleeping and having a normal life after a month. And I did a lot of mistakes that I told you that you shouldn't be doing that. That is the one reason that I'm doing this video, is because I really want, if anyone is suffering from this from the first day, could find this series on my channel from start to the end, like what to do, what not to do, what is this all about, because I had zero clue about this, as I told you. And I really want someone to get help from this video, from this series, from exactly what all I have suffered. So things were like happening, and I didn't knew. After the eczema got cleared, after chickenpox blisters were off, I was like, okay, fine, finally things were helping. But the main problem I was not aware of, that I'm gonna be left with these marks, and I was having brown spots, I was having red spots, I was having pits, I was having the white spots. What else? I was having the emotional trauma that I went through, and I thought, okay, maybe it's gonna take about like a month or so and it would be all cleared. More than like 2-3 months. What else? But it took me seriously about 1.5 years to get like finally over with it. And I have tried so many things, so many products non-stop. I went to Domat exactly for 5 to 6 times. I went for some treatments that I'm going to talk about in the series, in the further series. But yeah, that's how it just went. It was difficult, man. It was difficult. I was crying. I had all the negative thoughts that you can even imagine. I had the thoughts that I shouldn't really have, but I stopped going outside. And luckily for me, at that point when I was having a 2020 to 2021, even there was this mask thing, so that I could like cover my face and I could go out. But yeah, I just couldn't step out of my home without a mask. It was that bad. And anyone going through this in the adulthood especially, I think is the most difficult part. And I have the most extreme thing ever. So further down in this series, I'm going to talk about everything. But what is chickenpox, if you guys don't know? So in chickenpox, you're going to have these small little blisters. All of your body will be filled with water. So that is the point where you shouldn't be going out, because it can be transferred to other people. And you shouldn't be touching them, you shouldn't be squeezing them, you shouldn't be doing anything to them. And of course, follow your Domat things, apply those things. I'm just repeating this again and again, the mistake that I did. Not the mistake, I think, because I went and I was not able to get in. But yeah, just follow that. Just eat healthy. I was on the liquid diet for the first 7 days, and I was not allowed to have any of the tadkas in it. I was just having boiled dal and boiled things. Even after, I think, the 7 days, the fever kind of over. Like when your fever over, you can have anything, but I still was on the diet that I'm going to talk about everything in detail. Like yeah, so I think I have covered. This was more of like an introduction kind of in a video, so that you get a clue on. And I really hope this video reaches out to that person who is in the need of it, because when I had it and when I was searching, I just couldn't find anything like this on the YouTube. People were talking about yeah, what to do, what not to do, but I was not able to find them, and it was not in detail, like just someone telling me like, okay, just do this, do that, and everything. So yeah, I hope this video would be helpful, and yeah, let me know in the comment section below any of your questions, because I would love to answer them. And yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know if you like this idea of series by liking and commenting down below. And that is it for the video. Bye bye.